Tyrese Haliburton. Tyrese freaking Haliburton. Folks, I don't ever, ever want to hear the words Tyrese Haliburton and most overrated player in the same sentence ever again. Ever again. After what we saw tonight, just a couple hours ago, I don't care if the Pacers win this series. I don't care if the Pacers lose this series. I don't ever, ever want to hear the words Tyrese Haliburton and most overrated player in the same sentence ever again. Folks, I did not give Indiana much of a chance in this series. And so far, man, I know it's only game one, but so far, they are pretty much proving everybody wrong. And I'll tell you this, folks, the Indiana Pacers and Tyrese Haliburton showed us tonight, showed us another classic example that a 15 to 20 point lead does not matter in today's NBA. It doesn't. It just doesn't, especially not in the playoffs. Because listen, for pretty much 47 minutes, the OKC was effectively outplaying Indiana for about 46 minutes. OKC, I mean, we were saying throughout the game that the game was a lot close, was the score was a lot closer than the game actually indicated because it was. OKC was outplaying Indiana. And I mean, and what's crazy, with about 2 minutes and some change left, OKC had a 96.4% win percentage. They had a 96.4% chance to win the game. And then, of course, you have Obi Toppin, who was off to a very rough start, chime in 5 threes. And then, of course, Indiana getting hot later on in the fourth quarter and such. And then Indiana, let's not even forget the fact, folks. Indiana did not lead in the game until point 0.3 seconds, 0.3 of a second left to go in the game. And then Tyrese Haliburton. Listen, I've been saying that Tyrese Haliburton in 2025 is very Trae Young 2021 coded. Tyrese Haliburton has been doing things this postseason that not even Trae Young has did in 2021. Man, these Pacers, dude. Tyrese Haliburton is absolutely out for blood. I mean, that's crazy. This is absolutely crazy. I mean, I said maybe the Pacers maybe steal a game or something, but if I know it's only game one, but if what we saw tonight is any indication of what may be to come, folks, this could be a 7 game series. I didn't think I said I wouldn't be surprised if OKC swept them. I wouldn't be surprised if it went 6 games. This thing could be a 7 game series. And Tyrese Haliburton, and now with this, after especially what we saw tonight and especially what we saw throughout the postseason, I think we need to have another discussion about Tyrese Haliburton. We may very well have to open up this is Tyrese Haliburton a franchise player conversation. Because what we saw tonight what we have seen from Tyrese Haliburton this postseason, especially leading the charge in all these comebacks, dude, we're gonna have to consider Tyrese Haliburton a franchise player. Now, listen, and apparently, I think Tyrese Haliburton, if we're being brutally honest, I think he might have heard the smoke that maybe he's not a franchise player. But man, oh man, oh man, Tyrese Haliburton effectively had a quiet night. I mean, 14 and 10, very modest, very quiet night, and then he goes and does that. A mid-range jumper with 0.3 of a second. That was an absolutely insane comeback. Absolutely incredible. I mean, that might be an all-time great shot. For all we know, that could be an all-timer, especially if Indiana wins this series. And I'm just, folks, I'm at a loss for words, man. That was absolutely crazy. Tyrese Haliburton, man. Tyrese Haliburton. I don't know what these players were thinking when they voted Tyrese Haliburton most overrated player. I understand he's not very. I understand that he's people, either you love him or you hate him, something like that. But these players, I mean, we are just seeing all time stuff here. All time stuff. I don't know what those players were thinking, but man, they woke up an absolute different beast in Tyrese Haliburton and this Indiana team. Because, like I said, man, in today's NBA, 15 to 20 point leads don't matter. I mean, we see comebacks all the time, especially in the second. I mean, you gotta be up by at least 25 or 30 in order to pretty much effectively, have a good chance. 15 to 20 point leads don't matter, especially with this Pacer team. And Tyrese Haliburton. Tyrese freaking Haliburton. I'm Kadarius Washington. This is the Sports Rundown. Follow me on Twitter and on Bluesky, CW Talk Sports, CWTALKS Sports. I'll see y'all the next time. Peace.